بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. Inshallah, today we have the third lesson of the Arabic grammar. And if you want to learn, these are the rules. And the idea is that you understand the Quran. That is our goal. And the second is that we learn the Arabic language and in daily life also. But the main thing is that you understand the Quran and the Hadith. So keep on paying attention to these things also. Look, ad-dars means the lesson, and as-salis means the third. Okay? So you will say, this is also you learn Arabic when you learn this thing. Ad-dars salis means lesson number 3. The third, salis means third, dars means lesson. Okay? A basic Arabic grammar, of course. Today our lesson is about the classification of ism, noun, the microphone. Okay, with respect to the number of letters it contains. Classification with respect to. What that means with respect to? Because you can classify a thing from several point of view. You want to classify a man. Okay, so you classify him. The first classification is he is a man, he is not a woman. This is the first classification. Second classification is that he is Muslim, he is not a non-Muslim. So you classify him on the basis of the religion, you classified him on the basis of gender. Okay? Then you classify him that he is married or he is unmarried. So you classified him on the basis of the wedding, of the marriage. Okay, so this is how he has job, he is jobless. So you can classify a thing from several angles. So before, what we did in lesson number 1, that we say that the building blocks of the Arabic letter, Arabic language, they are called harf, and the plural is huruf. And these huruf, what is the correct name of these huruf?
حروف المباني.
حروف المباني. We emphasize this. Why? Because there is another, this harf is used for another important thing in Arabic grammar also. And if you don't know that, then you will be always confused. So alif, ba, ta, like for example, mim, sin, jim, and dal. These are huruf al-mabani. I added this. When I added, so we got masjid. All right? So this masjid, we get it from it. Versus, there is another one, like for example, dal, ya, and za. I added, and I got daizun. Now, daizun has no meaning in Arabic language. There is no meaning of daizun, but it is a word. So, what that means, we come to the conclusion that when you add huruful mabani, you can have two conditions. One is that you make a word which has meaning. The other is you make a word which has no meaning. So from that we will classify it in a different way. That we add the huruful mabani. And then the product that we get, we will call it lafz. That lafz, if it has no meaning, so we will be calling it muhmal, like daizun. And if that lafz has a meaning, we will be calling it kalima. Okay? We will be calling it kalima. A meaningful lafz is called a kalima. Meaningful lafz is called what? Kalima. A meaningless lafz is called what? Muhmal. Okay? So now, you don't have to deal a lot with this. You just focus here. Whenever we say kalima, you just know what we mean. Because remember, kalima in Arabic, also like a full sentence is also called kalima. Like for example, you say kalima tayyiba, kalima tawheed. So that is not a one word. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah is what? We call it kalima tayyiba. So kalima can be a full sentence. Or sometime, like for example, a khatib give a khutbah. So the Arab will say kalimatul khatib. So the whole khutbah, Arab also call it kalima. Kalima. Okay, so that is why don't be confused that in Arabic grammar, basic Arabic grammar, that kalima is always meaning what? A meaningful word. This has, you have to drill it inside your brain. That when we start the Arabic grammar, kalima mean what? Meaningful word. Speak loud. Meaningful word is called kalima. So now this meaningful word, we divide it into three. Do you remember the three? Huh? The three types of the meaningful word, the three types of kalima. You remember or no? Just say yes or no. No. Okay. So now I am telling you. Say.
اسم
اسم
فعل
فعل
حرف
and حرف. اسم فعل and حرف. اسم is what? Speak loud. A kalima. اسم is what? A kalima. Okay. اسم is a kalima. What is فعل? A kalima. Okay. حرف is what? A kalima. Okay. اسم is a kalima. فعل is a kalima. حرف is a kalima. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Now the confusion will start. You just told me that alif bata are called harf. And now you are telling me a meaningful word and one of its type is harf. So you will be confused. So that is why I am telling you that these harf are called huruful ma'ani and those are called huruful mabani. Okay? So what is ism? Like for example, masjid is ism. Okay, what is fa'il? Like for example, you say zahaba, he left. And harf is what? The small things, the small kalima, the small words which join them together. Like for example, min, ila, ala, fi, inna. These small things which connect the ism and fail together, they are called harf. But these harf, to differentiate from alif bata, we call them what? Huruful ma'ani. Why? Because ma'ani mean meaning, and they have meaning. Min mean from. Ila mean to. Inna mean indeed. As versus alifun. Alif has any meaning? No. Alif has no meaning. Okay, jimun. Jim has any meaning? Jim has no meaning. So that is why those ones, we call them huruful mabani. And this harf, which is the third type of kalima, we call them what? Huruful ma'ani. This is clear or not? Huruful ma'ani. Okay? So kalima is a meaningful word. There are three types of it. Ism, it is a kalima. Fail is a kalima. Harf is a kalima. Okay? Now we forget for now, for the time being, forget about fail. And forget about harf. You just focus on ism. Okay? Now, we in lesson number 2 classified ism with respect to derivation. That how it is derived, how it is given birth to. Okay? So we said that look, if there is a root word, like when we connect, like for example, dwad, ra and ba, we connect. Okay, the very first thing that come in existence from the combining of huruful mabani, we call it masdar. Okay, and that masdar is the mother, the root word. For example, what will we get? Dwarbun. Dwarbun means to beat. To beat is called dwarbun. Okay? So now, this dwarbun, this is a kalima. Okay, this is not a fail. Because fail need the doer. Like for example, you say dwaraba. Dwaraba means one man left, one man did the beating. So the doer is there, and we know he is a one man. But dwarbun means to beat, to hit. There is no doer. One person, many person, one man. So there is no fa'il, there is no doer. So we cannot call that this masdar is a fail. Although it indicates the action that somebody must have done the action of hitting, but since the doer is not specified, so in Arabic grammar, dwarbun, to beat, it is what? It is an ism, it is a noun. Okay, and that is masdar. So this is the very first one which come in existence, derivation, is what? Masdar. The derivatives of the masdar, they are called mushtaqun. Okay, like for example, look, dwarbun, to beat. Beater will be called what? Dwaribun. So this is mushtaq now. Why? Because it derived from masdar. Okay? A very bad beater who hit the people all the time will be called what? Dwarrabun. So this is mushtaqun because it came from dwarbun. Okay? If we say one is better hater than the other, so we will say adrabu. Okay? So this is how, so from derivation point of view, in lesson number 2 we said that ism can be masdar, root word, the very first one, or it can be the derivative of masdar, which is called mushtaqun, or it can be jamid. Jamid means frozen. It is only just directly derived from alif bata, from huruful mabani. It cannot give rise to anything else. Okay? Like for example, you say imra'atun, a woman. So you cannot do nothing with it. Just leave it there. Okay? Or for example, you say rajulun. So rajulun is jamid because it cannot give further to more thing in the practice Arabic. Like for example, rajjalun. Like there we say dwarrabun, arjalu. One is more man than the other. No, this is khilaful asal. This is not there in Arabic. If somebody even do it, he is doing wrong. Because rajulun, you just freeze right there. It cannot go there. So from derivation point of view, how many types of isms are there?
3.
Which one?
مصدر اسم مشتق اسم جامد
and jamid. Right? Okay, what is jamid? Frozen. It cannot give rise to more. Okay? It just stopped there. So this was our lesson number 2. Now today is our lesson number 3. What is lesson number 3? Lesson number 3 is that we want to classify the noun, the ism, okay, with respect to the letters that it contains. How many huruful mabani is the minimum in an ism, and how many are the maximum? This is our classification. We want to classify. Because why? You will come across with an ism, like for example, you come across with an ism, Zaydun. So Zayd has how many huruful mabani? 3. Okay, now you come to Ja'farun. How many? 4. Okay, so you see, Ja'far has 4 and Zayd has 3. Okay, then you come to another one which is called Jahmarishun. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jahmarishun has 4, 5. Ja'far has 4. So you see, this has 3, this has 4, and this has 5. Now you will ask me, what about 2? Can a noun has 2? I will say no, and then you will stand up against me and you will say, I know a noun in Arabic which has only 2, like damun mean blood, and it has only 2. Or for example, you will say yadun. Yadun mean hand, it has only 2. But I just told you that the minimum huruful mabani in an ism will be 3. But you give me 2 examples which break my rule. I will tell you that this is called khilaful asal. Khilaful asal means this is against the basic rules of the Arabic language. Okay? And in reality, it is not damun, it was damawun. But because of certain requirements, we remove the waw from it. But if you dissect it and you go deep in the anatomy and of the word, you will see that it had 3, damawun, and yadun was not yadun, it was yadawun. Okay? So if somebody tell you that I know a noun which has only 2, so what will you say? That is khilaful asal. That is what? Khilaful asal means it is against the established rule of the Arabic language. We tried our best to accommodate it, but we couldn't. So we label it khilaful asal. You understand? Why? Because Arabic language came first in existence, and the rule were made later on. So the non-Arab, they compiled the grammar of the Arab because they were in need of it. You know, and then they put the whole Arabic language in their palm like this, and they look for the sets of similarities. And they say, why the Arabs say like this? Because of this, because of this. So they made rule almost 90%, but 10% they couldn't. So they just label it khilaful asal. They say we couldn't find anything for it. Right? Okay. So that's what it is. So with respect to the number of letters, a noun and ism, it can have three huruf al-mabani. And that in Arabic will be called thulathi. Now you have to memorize this term. Okay? If a noun has 4, that will be called ruba'i. And if a noun has 5, that will be called khumasi. Repeat loud. Khumasi. Thulathi, ruba'i, khumasi. Say loud. Loud. And khumasi. Okay, thulathi, ruba'i, khumasi. Thulathi means the one which has 3. Ruba'i, 4. Khumasi, 5 letters. Okay? Example of thulathi, Zaidun. Ruba'i, Ja'farun. Khumasi, Jahmarishun. Okay? Jahmarishun means a rabbit which is giving baby to the milk. In Arabic it's called what? Jahmarishun. He's laughing. In Aljazair, what you call it? You know. Okay. So, Jahmarishun. Okay? You remember. Because it's hard to find these examples. So you have to memorize Jahmarishun. Okay? Now, then we say that a letter, okay, make 4 by 4 your brain. A letter might contain 4, but it will be still called thulathi. And if you count the letter, it will be 4, but it is thulathi. You understand what I'm saying? Then you will be confused. Like for example, if you look at himarun, so how many letters himarun has? 4, but it is thulathi. Okay? And if you look at Zaid, how many letters Zaid has? 3. It is also thulathi, and himarun is also thulathi, although himarun has 4. Then to solve this problem, we developed a mizan, a scale for the Arabic language. And you put everything in that scale and it will tell you that what is the problem with himar. That why it is this. So we say we make the scale of the Arabic language is fa, ain and lam. Fa, ain and lam. These fa, ain and lam are called huruf asliya. Huruf asliya. Called what? Huruf asliya. And sometimes for certain need, we add in with hurufi asliya other letters, they are called huruf za'ida, extra letter. So we say, you put himar in this scale. Okay? So look, himarun become what? Fi'alun. Fi'alun. Okay? So fi'alun you put in the scale, himarun you put in the scale of himarun. So look, ha is fa. Mim is ain and ra is lam. What is this? This is harf za'ida. This is extra. Because in the scale it failed the test. So what they say, we say this is thulathi, but an extra letter for certain reason has gone inside it. It is thulathi. Why? Because we just found from the scale. Fi'alun. Okay? Because now what we come to the conclusion that Zaidun is thulathi mujarrad and himarun is thulathi mazidun fih. Okay? What is thulathi? A noun which has 3 letters. Speak loud. Okay. Then that thulathi we further classified into 2. Thulathi mujarrad. Thulathi mujarrad. And thulathi mazidun fih. Thulathi mujarrad is the one that all its letters are huruf asliya. And we can put it with the fa, ain and lam, no problem. And thulathi mazidun fih is that thulathi that there is 3 basic fa, ain and lam, and there is 1 extra letter also, or 2 extra letters also. But the basic letters are only 3. Huruf asliya is only 3. Okay? So thulathi is divided into thulathi mujarrad and thulathi mazidun fih. Example, you remember Zaidun and himar. Thulathi mujarrad. Now we come to ruba'i. Okay? Ruba'i means the one which has 4. So they call Ja'farun. Okay, they call what? Ja'far. Rubai, Ja'far. And Qirtasun. Okay, now let's put them on the scale. Ja'far has 4, so it is Rumai. But Qirtas has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. And we say it is Rubai. So put it in the scale of the Arabic language. We put Ja'far in the scale, so this is what? Ja'farun, fa'lalun. Okay, so look, when the huruf asliya keep on increasing, so keep on adding the lam. Okay, so so fa'lalun, everything is good on the scale. Okay, Ja'farun. Okay, Jim is with the fa, Ain is with the Ain, Fa is the lam number 1, and Ra is lam number 2. Ja'farun fa'lalun. So this is Rubai. Okay, we put this in the scale of the fa'in and lam. So we say, what is this? Fi'la qirtasun. Fi'lalun. Fi'lalun. Okay, qirtasun fi'lalun. So now look what we found. That this is fa, this is ain, this is lam number 1, and this is lam number 2. This is extra, because this is not matching with the lam or ain or fa. So this is rubai. Why? Because the hurufi asliya are 4. But we appear 5. Why? Because one harfi za'ida has came from somewhere. So this is called fi'lalun. So then we come to the conclusion that rubai is of 2 types. One is rubai mujarrad. Keep on saying it loud. You keep repeating, it will come on your tongue. Rubai, everybody say it. Rubai mujarrad. And rubai mazidun fi. Rubai mujarrad. Rubai mazidun fi. Can you also speak a little loud like the way I am screaming? Okay. Rubai mujarrad. Rubai mazidun fi. This is how I want you to speak. Okay. Rubai mujarrad, rubai mazidun fi. Okay. So if a person he memorized the Quran, right? Then he repeat one ayah. You repeat one ayah 20 times to memorize it. Why? Why you repeat? Why you cannot memorize it one time? Because what happened? You speak, and by your ears it goes in your brain, and by your tongue. So the tongue contribution is only 20%. 80% contribution is your ear, that you make it to listen to you. So you want to memorize, for example, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. So you say it 20 times. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. You will not memorize that. But if you say it 20 times, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ. You say with power so that it go in your brain, you will memorize. The contribution of the memorizing is because of your sama, you are listening. So that is why we tell the person who memorized the Quran, say loud, so that you can hear it, make it listen to yourself, so that it can go in your brain. But if you don't say with power and you just lose mumbling, you will not memorize it. Okay? So Rubai and Rubai, what is the definition of Rubai Mujarrad? It has 4 hurufi asliya in it. It has only 4 hurufi asliya in it. What is the definition of Rubai Mazidun Fi? In addition to the 4 hurufi asliya, it also has some huruf za'ida in it. Okay, huruf za'ida is which one? The one which you cannot match with the fa, ain, and lam. Okay? Right? Okay. You repeat it again. Watch it at least 10 times later on. Then you will remember it. Okay? So rubai is of 2 kinds. Rubai mujarrad and rubai mazidun fi. Then we come to the khumasi. Okay. Khumasi, we say one is jahmarishun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we say there is another khumasi which is called khandarithun. Khandarithun means old wine. Okay? Old wine or old wheat. In Arabic it's called khandarithun. Okay. Jahmarishun, we claim it is khumasi. It has 5. We are right. Khandarith, we claim it is khumasi. We are wrong. Because when we count, it is 6. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, file, 6 letter in khandarithun. Let's put it in the scale. Jahmarishun, fa'lalilun. It passed the test. Ala al-hurufi asliya. Everyone is matching with the fa and lam lam. Khandarithun. Let's put it in the scale. Fa'lalilun. Fa'lalilun. Okay. Fa is with the fa, ain is with the ain, lam is with lam number 1, lam is with lam number 2, lam is with lam number 3. Where is the ya coming from? It is huruf harf za'ida. So it means it is khumasi. We cannot call it, what will be called the one which has 6? Sudasi, right? So there is no sudasi. Sudasi means the one which has 6 huruf asliya in it. So what it is? Because the maximum that the noun can have is how many? 5. So we call it what? This is khumasi mazidun fi, khandarithun, fa'lalilun. Alright? This is the lesson of today. Now you come look. This is how, if I just went through the typed one, you will not know it. But I went through everything what I told you is here, clean and neat here. And you watch it, and you will know it. And then we can go, look, thulasi, what is thulasi? It is here for you. What is rubai? It is here for you. Khumasi, it is here for you. What else you want? I cannot make it more simple than that. Thulasi, we divide it into 2. One is called thulasi mujarrad, one is called thulasi madidun fi. Example is Zaid. What is the definition of thulasi mujarrad? Right here, written with you, so that you do not have to glance here and there. Okay, thulasi madidun fi, what is the definition? Right here. You don't have to go here and there. And the example is here. Rubai mujarrad. What is the definition? It is here. Example here. Rubai madidun fi. What is the definition? Right here. What is the example? Right here. Alright? Now, khumasi, again, 5 letters, khumasi mujarrad, because it go from right to left, so you don't go there. Khumasi mujarrad, khumasi madidun fi. Jahmarishun and fa'lalilun. Okay, khandarithun, fa'lalilun. And it is so beautiful. You just put in fa and lam and keep on adding extra lam at the end. And then it will give you the diagnosis that which one is huruf asliya, which one is huruf za'ida. Right? Okay, wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. आपकी जो 10-15 लड़के हैं उनको साथ लेकर आ जाते हैं इतवार को यहाँ नाश्ता भी कर लेते हैं आप उनको मतलब पोस्टर कहेंगे ये पोस्टर कैसे छापते हैं और कैसे वो करते हैं हाँ ये उनके लिए अच्छा नहीं है